And we are recording.
Welcome back to Idiots with Swords. Last week we finally made it to Brand, and we went to the execution where we believed Zorsha was to be executed. Got there, was an execution, was just not the execution of Zorsha. We were able to get away with Zorsha, and who we learned is the true animosity. We got to safety. Some questions were kind of asked, a lot more questions were made. And a few people decided to go to where the new guild hall is being built, created, or to see if anyone is there and if they are okay. I don't know what happened last time, but that's what happened on Idiots with Swords.
Yeah.
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 Yep.
So it's a pretty accurate summation of what all happened there.
I'd say so.
I'd hope so, 'cause I don't expect you to remember most of it.
I don't. I really don't. Who was all going to the guild hall?
It
I
was
was.
me and K2, and I think Rava.
I think I was, yeah.
Yeah.
So that you had a chunky person with you.
That was the lineup because I would stick around with Edward and Briar while you guys went off and did that.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys go to the guild hall. It at this point would be mostly finished. You see, there's people walking around still building. Not a huge guild presence at all.
But there are some guild members here.
Yeah, there's a couple. You don't see any leaders, but
Okay. I suppose my move would just be to go up to the closest person and just ask them, like, how have things been here? Like, what's been happening since the attack on the Stones Barrow guild hall? Like, has anyone from there made it over here? Like, has anyone heard anything from higher up? That sort of thing.
Stone's Barrow attack.
That's not
Yes.
I'm gonna
Oh.
find
The
out
one I
nobody.
specifically warned you of. I sent word from the guild hall in Stones Barrow.
How long ago was that?
Weeks ago at this point.
No. We didn't get anything.
I'm to find out they were all shot out of the sky.
Shut up, you're not here.
Okay,
You sure it didn't go to the old guild hall?
I
It
mean,
doesn't exist anymore.
yeah, that would, yeah. Okay, yeah, that's fine. No, it's not. So I would explain to him the circumstance that has transpired that has brought me to him.
Yeah, as you're telling the story, a bunch of people kind of just stop what they're doing and gather around to listen.
So this clown, right? He's a real bitch.
Yeah. Like, then after explaining, everything that's happened, I would just ask, has anyone heard from Grauk or Keyleth or Justin? Have they been here recently? Does anyone know if they've taken any jobs or anything of the sort?
No, haven't heard from them. And nobody's been here. just us overseeing the work. Not a whole lot's going on over here.
Well, be thankful for that. I cannot say for certain the number of casualties that we have sustained, but I can definitely say that it was substantial. We need to be on guard now more than ever. We need to be vigilant, look out for one another. If at all possible, do not travel alone. And if at any point in time you hear from Grauk, Justin, or Keyleth, make sure that you make them aware of the situation immediately and have them contact me in whatever way possible.
Alright.
Yeah, okay, dude.
We can probably do that. Who are you again?
My name is Rylan Sarosh. I am of the Stonesbarrow Guild Hall. I am, until such a time that Grauk or Keyleth can be reached, the leading member of the Stonesbarrow Guild Hall. These are my compatriots. We are, more than anything else, just trying to ascertain the numbers that we currently have, our ability to act as an organization still, those sorts of things. But
Okay, yeah. If we hear anything, we'll let you know.
I appreciate that. Thank you. On a
Guess you could try
separate,
checking in with Northshire, see if they're there.
yes, I think that would be a worthwhile endeavor. As long as my compatriots agree, we may have some other matters to attend to first, but I would like to stop there at some point. But one other matter, separate from this, a friend of mine asked me to find out what has happened to this facility since our overtaking it. So if you wouldn't mind, me and my friends, I think, would like to take a look around. We'll stay out of any active construction zones, obviously.
Well, the whole thing's still an active construction zone.
Is there safe portions to walk around and explore, or not so much at this time?
Not really. I mean, people are kind of going in and out of everywhere.
Fair enough.
I mean, I guess
Just
the only place that's really done is the vault, but you can't go in there.
no, I have no real business being in the vault. Yeah, I would say I guess don't. I won't bother you too much with it then. Kind of just as I look around the area, just from what I can see, I guess from the outside, does it look much different?
Oh yeah, it looks a lot different. Instead of like a giant ass fucking cathedral, it's more like a business. Just more like well decorated. It looks like the Stonesbarrow one, but bigger.
I mean, it's
Okay.
not cultish? Oh my god.
I know.
What do you mean? A cult base is a great place to make a guild.
Clearly, I mean, look at this place. It's beautiful.
It's
I mean, you
got,
can't.
it's got great mountainside views. That's all there is in Brand.
Yeah, pretty much.
Real estate. That's what's in Brand.
Yep, definitely.
Yeah.
Location.
I would take in my environs, as it were. And then I guess I would turn to Rava and K2 and ask, was there anything else while we were here?
No, I was just making sure you don't get got.
I appreciate that, thank you.
Okay, guess it's time for us to go back to work.
Yes.
Thank you so much for your
Thank you. Yes. Yes. I will report back in if there comes a time where there is something new to report.
Okay, appreciate it.
Okay, dude.
Yeah, I guess we would head back to where everyone else is, unless there was something else someone else wanted to do.
If I had anything, I don't remember what it is, so I'm gonna go with new.
Yeah, fair.
Alright, so during their time gone, what are the rest of you guys doing?
I guess making sure like Zorsha isn't in like
Mm-hmm.
an incredibly bad condition. I don't imagine she is, considering she still had the ability to at least for the most part walk, but just to be sure. You know, as comprehensive of a medical check that she will let me have, that she'll let me do.
Yeah, easy enough.
Okay. Yeah, I'm assuming you don't need me to roll.
No, she's recovering now that she's not, like being constantly tortured. So
She's
Yeah, that'll do it.
at the point to be expected. Heard. Okay.
I'm waiting for Edward to finish. Briar's just got like her arms crossed and she's just like aggressively leaning against a wall.
You Oh, I'm not there yet again. I'm sorry.
No.
I was like, Rava? You can fly? He's so fast!
No. Nah, Rava's just an electron. She's in all places at once. Till you look at her.
Just distracted by tacos and forgot where we were for a second.
That's fair, that's fair.
Yeah,
Tacos will do that too, yeah.
I guess after that, just well, I guess all that makes sense. Just kind of looking at Briar, who's kind of like looking impatiently at him. I imagine just, I'll be outside. I have to talk with Tatcherman about something. Step outside the room.
Yeah. Ashmere just being a guard.
Is Animosity up here with us, or is she not here in this room? I don't remember.
She would be with Zorsha.
So yes.
So
yeah.
yes is the answer. Since we already established that she doesn't, well, I mean, she kind of understands, but not really. I'm just gonna like look at her and be like, "Out!" Point at the door.
She looks up from Zorsha, looks up at you, looks at the door, looks up at you, looks back at Zorsha.
I look at her, then look at Zorsha, then look back at her. She looks at me.
And he looks at me.
Zorsha could solve this easily. She's just choosing not to, because it's funny.
Are we just having a staring contest, or are we all just staring at Zorsha? Like,
Yeah, she's just looking at Zorsha right now.
or just like snaps her fingers, like, "Oi!"
She ignores you.
Just like, guess she only likes you. Tell her to go.
You saying that to Zorsha?
Yeah. Well, there's no one else in the room.
True.
Why do you want her gone?
So that you can What is this? What did my mouth just do? What were those words? So
think,
you and I can. There we go. That's the appropriate order of that sentence.
James Bond's having a stroke.
So you and I can talk. Whew, that was unnecessarily difficult.
We can talk anyway, she doesn't understand.
It's a little wonder here.
How personal is this conversation?
Personal to who? To you? To her?
To you.
To the one initiating the conversation.
Personal enough, I guess.
She looks over at Animosity and says something. Animosity looks up at you.
I look at her.
And Zorsha, she rolls her eyes and she gets up and walks out.
Is that so difficult?
If Briar understood Celestial, she would have heard, "This bitch cray."
I lock the door behind her.
Door immediately booted open.
Smashed to smithereens.
Yeah.
Glad you're not dead.
Well, that makes two of us. Glad to see you're alive as well.
Do my best. Although I wasn't for a while, but Edward fixed that.
For a while, it was like 20 seconds. Shut up.
It's a while. You're not here.
I know.
Well, that's good at least.
So what happened?
Which part?
All of it?
You're gonna have to be more specific.
We left for the tundra. What happened?
Well, a few days after you left, Prismatic Halo showed up. I think they were just kind of walking through town. Spotted me in the inn. Came back a day later with a lot more forces. Held off what I could. Atramir's wife helped. It wasn't enough. Can't imagine what they did to her, and
She's dead.
I figured as much.
Kid's alive, but
That's good.
he's been better.
He wasn't there for the initial fight. He must have come down after I got taken away. And then they dragged me across the country, brought me here, held me somewhere. Still haven't figured out where. And that's where I've been till today.
So, what's the deal with the other one?
Who?
Who do you think?
Well, you didn't give me a name, so it could be anybody.
Tell me about Edward. Who do you think I'm talking about? Animosity.
What do you want to know about her?
How about you tell me what you know about her? Let's go with that instead.
Well, we'd be here for days. But there's not much else to tell you other than what I've already told you.
And what have you told me, Zorsha? Because I feel like somehow you've told me all of nothing about her. You've been cryptic about it, and vague about it, and just where did she come from? Who is she? What do you...
Well, if you're gonna get upset with me, you can leave. I don't have the patience to deal with it.
You don't have the patience to deal with it? How do you think I felt when I had to go and relive it through your mind? Think that was fun for me? Do you think I enjoyed that?
I'd be kind of surprised if you did, to be honest.
No shit. People say, oh, Briar, just talk about things. Well, here we are. We're talking about things.
I feel like you're more yelling than talking.
I'm talking with vigor.
Guess that's one way of putting it.
I feel like sometimes, even after all this time that you've been with us, I don't even know who are you? Are you even you? How could I possibly know?
Kind of an insulting question, don't you think?
No, not really. Not under the circumstances. All of the circumstances. You were split in two. How do I know you didn't split again? How do I know technically you're not split and that animosity is some weird part of you?
Alright, that's a fair point.
So how about, for once, you give me answers?
You say that like I've never answered any questions before.
The really relevant ones about you and whatever she is? No, not really. At least not well. Or well enough. The fact that all this confusion still just hangs over all of this is a pretty good, it sort of really shows you just how nothing still makes sense. And that it hasn't been very clear.
Alright. Well, I guess to help ease your mind as you worry, ask your questions and I'll answer them to what I know.
Briar just does like the flopping mouth because there's just like what the I don't understand who or what she is. Where did she come from? Is she you? Is she a part of you? Because you were you, and then all of a sudden, time went on, and then I don't know, she appeared from what I could see. I realized that didn't make a whole lot of sense. Sorry. When I was in your mind, and you were a child, and I saw everything happening to you, was that you, and then it was her? Was it both of you?
Do you think I have strong memories of my childhood that I remember? Clearly everything that happened.
I
She
don't know.
sits up in the bed.
I have no idea. Why don't you tell me?
I don't appreciate your hostile attitude toward me.
Par just sits on the end of the bed. Sorry. Go on.
I don't remember most of my childhood. I remember snippets of it, but they're very confusing. I don't know where animosity came from. I don't know where she came from this time either. She just appeared. Said that she wanted to help. Well, her plan worked at least.
So she just appeared out of nowhere when you were a kid one day and... That's it? You just...
Well, like I said, I don't really remember.
What's the earliest memory of her you do have?
Really the only one. I don't know when it happened, but just us. Playing in the garden together. A lot of places to hide in the garden.
And what did other people say about her? Then...
Nobody really talked about her.
Because they didn't care? Or because they couldn't see her? Or didn't realize or know she was there?
Probably because they thought she was a freak.
So a celestial of some kind just showed up. And started living with you. And no one batted an eye.
Celestial. She's not an angel.
She's something.
Certainly is.
So what, is she just gonna up and disappear at some point until the next time you're desperately in need of a savior?
Maybe. I guess if she really wants to. Although I hope if that's the circumstances she appears, I never see her again. Could really do without the rescuing.
Did you never ask her where she came from? Or why?
Do you think I had time?
I don't mean now, in general. Ever.
Probably did. Imagine we had conversations about it.
That you don't remember.
No?
Bar's just like rubbing her temples like this didn't help at all. How are you feeling?
Worn out. Exhausted.
Torture will do that to you.
Yep, and it continues.
Well, I guess I'll leave you to your rest. End your suffering.
She just gives you a nod and lays back down.
She'll get up and walk over to her stuff, probably left near the door. Take out what half of Sorce's armor I do have, since Rava's got the other half. Sort of put it on like a, I don't know, there's probably like a table in here. Put it there.
Yeah, it'd be a table. Yeah, she's already asleep by the time you get over there to do so.
Probably just go like move some of her hair out of her face.
As you get closer, you see scars along her hairline.
Like, just your run-of-the-mill torture scars, or like...
No, almost like it runs right along the edge of her hairline. So, like, she had the skin cut and peeled before being put back.
How big is the scar?
It circles most of her head. It's difficult to notice unless you're right there, which now you would be.
Are there any other odd-looking scars that aren't just, you know, run-of-the-mill torture scars?
No. That's the only one that stands out.
Okay. Sort of like run her finger along a part of it. Does it feel like a relatively new one?
Yeah, it's still healing.
Oh, okay. Tuck that in the back pocket. And I will let her sleep. Girl have a brainectomy? What the fuck?
Hard to say, you're not a doctor.
Killed her and put it back.
Well, guess where I'm going.
Yeah, so you leave the room.
To the water park.
I will go look for Edward.
I mean, he's not hard to find.
No. I look for the other pale person.
Yeah, either that or Atramir. Sure, he did say he was going to go talk to Atramir about something, which I did actually want to do while that was happening.
Alright, then your turn.
Yep.
Okay. I just kind of sit down next to Atramir and just... I think Briar and Sorsha are having a moment.
Mm-hmm.
At least indicated by the fact that she being Briar, was trying to drill holes in the back of my head with her eyes.
Yeah, that it does tend to happen.
But, given recent revelations, there might be some difficulties with bringing your wife back.
Is this about the whole death thing? And
Yeah, I have an inkling that it might not necessarily be resurrection in totality, but with the way that I do it, as he kind of just kind of like squeezes his hand into a half fist and just a flare of lightning. Yeah, the fact of the matter being that
your methods might not be the most helpful.
Most resurrections require some kind of valuable material component, diamonds specifically.
You know, for lack of a better term, you do kind of rain down lightning from the sky.
I think it may be more of diamonds might act as some kind of tribute or something of the sort.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I guess that's a question to ask when I return, but in order to return without fear of being directly smited, I'll have to fulfill the task. Which I guess isn't pleasant, but I don't know.
This is in regards to the whole bringing us back from the dead thing.
Yeah. The dead I owe, at least for Rava. That was the one explicitly enumerated, but I might owe something for Briar, or maybe Briar being what she is some kind of special case that doesn't necessarily relate. I don't know. I don't know the soul aspect of what it means to become a vampire. For all I know, Briar might only have just enough of a soul to animate the body rather than a full. I don't know.
I'm not going to start thinking about what that might entail.
I don't exactly want to think about it either. But I just figured I should let you know.
Yeah. I figured this wasn't going to be cut and dry.
Yeah, For all I know, maybe it will simply be as easy as, well, since I can't bring her back directly, even with what I can do. But I know of a cleric in Sarnath. If anyone, she would be able to. Problem is getting there, first of all, and finding the right materials. I don't imagine that it's going to be a flat cost. I imagine there's going to be some implication of favor or increased cost. I don't know.
Yep.
I've never had to raise someone from the dead before like this, so...
Nothing's ever cut and dry with magic.
No, it's not, but...
Why? You're just sort of like...
I don't know.
Yeah, Atrimir sort of just like puts his hands on his eyes and it slowly does the rub down, like, oh fucking god. God damn it.
I mean, ideally, and with fortune, the clerics of Drakenmere should be able to bring your wife back and restore Vessex.
Yeah, that's also a thing, Vesic.
Yeah, though...
Whether or not I feel comfortable bringing him with us.
Well, I mean, at that point, if it's really that much of an issue, I mean, I can teleport us around.
That is true.
I can't do it more than once a day, so... It'd essentially be going to Serenia, spending a day there, grabbing Vesic, and I
back over.
And I couldn't do it with all of us.
You would need something of what you would say strong ties to wherever you want to go, right?
I lived in Sarnath for a matter of years. Something with strong ties is enough that even if it's a place I've never been, like say Rava's Trident would probably be able to get us all to Silverton. I've never been to Silverton, but I lived in Serenia for most of my life, and for Sarnath and of the rest. So both of those, I feel fairly confident that I could. And even if not, he just kind of holds up the book. It'll get us to the Institute, which is in New Sarnath itself. So that's where we'd have to go to find the Cathedral of Drakenmere. So
seems like you having the more teleportation ability is solve the whole getting across the gestures to the horizon. Ocean.
Yeah, in the direction.
Or are they not fond of people teleporting into their city-state?
So few people, as far as I'm aware, are capable of it that it's not particularly a threat. And those that the Sarnathi know about are generally of the Sarnathi people themselves. I don't necessarily think they'll take offense to it, as long as we're not trying to teleport into places we shouldn't be in.
Okay.
Like, if I were to appear in the Palace of Worms, would be a much larger issue than if I appear in the Institute.
Okay. There's not going to be like some security that if you teleport into the Institute, we're just going to get impaled on sight.
No. There really isn't much security around the Institute. Nobody really bothers with it.
That is true. Who would attack a bunch of doctors?
Yeah. More or less. They may not necessarily enjoy our presence, especially since it does bring a lot of non-scale folk, but even the elite can recognize the advantage of having an entire medical higher learning facility within their walls.
When you are the main export of medical staff, I can imagine you tolerated.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like Chaucer was a scale folk. He was a human, I believe.
Yep.
hard to tell now. It's been a while, clearly.
I think it's going in there. Gestures over to the door we came out of.
Well, knowing Briar and knowing Zorsha, Briar's probably trying to get answers and Zorsha's not giving them.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Which is frustrating for both ends. Zorsha's been on her own for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And given what little I know about her family life prior, she hasn't had a whole lot of reason to trust people. The cult was the first time she might have had something, and well, we know how that went.
Yep.
Especially now.
Mm-hmm. I think with the when we get this debt settled back, we'll get our monk back.
That is the deal.
Yeah. Weirdly enough, you do kind of miss the mask when you're not, around him.
I mean, yeah, I guess his presence was somewhat reassuring.
Mm-hmm.
If only for the fact of if something happened to me, at least you'd still have Darkalion to be able to heal you, but also just the fact of, I don't know, just even if he didn't speak a lot, by sheer dint of presence, he made himself. I don't know if known is. I don't know if that's the right word, but I think you understand the sentiment.
I get what you mean.
Yeah.
Look, I was not the most eloquent of siblings.
Fair enough.
You had Charles, and I had Tamir to be the speaker.
Charles and Alma both. Though Charles is more silver-tongued, Alma is more forceful. Her belief is strong, it's just kind of gestures towards Zorsha, but also just around. Or at least in the direction of where Zorsha is.
Mm-hmm.
What all this belief has got.
Yep.
I picture it's at this time that Briar leaves and starts walking towards us.
Yeah, probably.
Sorry.
All you heard was like muffled, aggressive kind of speech on the other side of the door for a while.
I mean, I guess if I figured we were at least a little further away, so as to not accidentally eavesdrop.
Yeah.
Or at least that's what Edward would have done. Like, still within visual range, but not so close that we're like, we can hear your conversation.
I'm effectively guarding a door, but not being within earshot of it.
Yeah, that, and I don't think either of us have. I have a 10 passive perception.
I was gonna say that's fair. At least we are not the perceptive ones of this
No,
group.
no. Although the perceptive ones are at the guild right now.
Yeah, literally all of them. Us, we're all perceptive for nothing.
Nope. We could get snuck up on and we wouldn't know it.
Yep.
Yup. Anyways.
Or just like sits.
Yeah.
You know, that's fair. Also, I still have a couple kebabs from K2's food cart run.
You held on to those?
It's free food.
I more figured you would have just lost them while we were trying to make a retreat, but fair enough.
He was like, nah, stuff these in a pocket.
He's got one in his mouth like a piece of toast.
Yeah.
Trying not to be late for school.
Fucking using that fucking kebab stick like a toothpick.
It's basically what it looks like in Atramir's fucking baseball mitts.
I take it your conversation didn't go well.
It went.
Sounds about right.
Yep.
Edward, have you ever heard about something medical that would lead to a scar? And she sort of like points from like one side of her like head all the way around along the hairline that would leave a scar all the way like that. God?
I can attempt a medicine check. Unless a passive of 25 would obviate me having to make one.
I mean, yeah, a passive of 25 is plenty.
Yeah.
Okay.
Any higher, you'll be able
Per
to...
at your own discretion how much Edward would know.
Okay. I mean, strictly medical. Going through the scalp is a little risky considering the blood flow, but anything involving skull fractures or, God forbid, trying to operate on the brain itself, but that's a terrifying concept. In more barbaric ideal, which I think might be more accurate, attempting to remove one's scalp entirely.
Well, her scalp is still there, so...
Yeah, hence attempt.
Also, I guess I didn't ask earlier, did it look like a pretty, like, neat scar, or did this look like really fucked?
Oh, yeah, no, it was not neat.
Okay.
Mm.
I mean, if it wasn't neat, that kind of lends credence to the theory of an intentionally inflicted wound. There's a lot of blood flow in the general head, but especially to the scalp. For what purpose, I really don't know. I'd have to look closer, and I'm not exactly thinking that Zorsha would be in the mood for me to be all up in her face again.
Mm-hmm.
Ask her when she wakes up.
Yeah. If she remembers anything. This is the second time that animosity's appeared that we know of.
I'm not trying to think too much about that. It confuses me still.
I'm just... From what little I know of what she is, via Alma, I think apparently being the same thing, there's some kind of innate magical presence there, even if the individual in question isn't necessarily magically inclined. Like, if Rava was all of a sudden turned into an Azamar, she still has some innate magic, despite the fact that Rava doesn't use magic to fight things.
Yep.
Maybe it's something to do with that. I don't know.
Look, I barely know how the fuck my echo works half the time.
Some kind of
Just can't figure out
divergent.
where she came from.
I mean,
Like, I have plenty of theories. but
Unfortunately, it's not like we can talk to Animosity right now. She doesn't understand us.
Mhm.
Well, I guess Leland speaks all languages I do, so all the languages he tried that I speak didn't work, so I can't communicate with her, but maybe she knows something else. Although
no. Wait, I thought Reelan was able to talk to her?
he was, but it's via
Okay.
Celestial, which I don't have.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I was like, wait a second.
No, I have 4 languages, and Reeland speaks all of them.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Though, just kind of like...
Also, to kind of put that into perspective, Celestial is like the second language on his list.
Oh, yeah, fair.
So as soon as he spoke in Celestial, she understood.
Mhm.
Oh, fair, yeah, I guess that makes sense. I figured it was more going down the list, but that also makes sense because it's probably organized by that. Yeah. So yeah, I guess rescind that statement. I mean, I guess we know Celestial works, but that was like the second language we then tried after.
Yep.
Oh, Common. I suppose Animosity is like... I guess she might not be sitting with us because she might have gone back in with Zorsha.
Actually, she's still out here. She's just by herself.
Just chilling.
It's like the 3 of us at our table. Just all look over at her. Can't sit with us.
She was very... I'm assuming she's still like kind of like looking in the direction of where Zorsha is. But correct me if I'm wrong, Josh.
What's that? Sorry.
Is she kind of like keeping an eye on like the door where Zorsha is behind?
She's not really watching it intently. She's kind of just minding her own business.
I feel like she doesn't. I feel like she just senses things. I don't think she actively needs to look at them.
Maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, you thinking over there, Edward?
I'm thinking of a lot of different things, yeah.
Got a very distinct way of thinking. I can sort of tell by the way your sort of your eyebrows sort of crinkle in a very specific way when you're thinking.
Mm-hmm. Mostly about... Last time Animosity showed up, I guess I don't remember if Zorsha was necessarily in any distress. It's hard to read her emotions. This time, obviously, yes. So, maybe that's a trigger. Could have overwhelming physical or emotional stress. I don't know. No, Alma at least said that before we were on terrible speaking terms, the cult of the Prismatic Halo had opened her senses to whatever celestial being was her patron, I suppose is the best word. This being spoke to Alma, but she'd never seen it before. I almost wonder if animosity is Zorsha's, but manifesting differently. Having an actual physical presence.
You're free to speculate. I have no fucking clue what you're talking about.
Really, I don't know either. All I have is secondhand information from Alma, and I don't know how reliable that is. Even when she was speaking with us, even when she was speaking with me, what felt like earnest intent. Knowing what I do now, I don't know how much of that was actually true, or how much of it she was fed.
That is fair.
Guess maybe I could try to establish communications. It would be nice if someone else speaks the language she understands. I'll kind of stand up and head over to where Animosity is. Is she like sitting at the table or like leaning up against the wall? Like
She's sitting at a table.
okay. Yeah, kind of like sit with like one chair of distance between us.
Okay.
I suppose I'll just try the languages I know, which is Elvish, Sylvan, and Draconic.
Hello. Hello.
Basically.
Hello. Hello.
Just
Elven, Sylvan, and Draconic.
Yes.
Yeah. She listens to you each time, but doesn't seem to
Understand. Or chooses not to respond.
Hard to say.
Well, all I have is common and vampire, and I'm guessing neither of those work. Well,
Yeah,
there you
man.
go. Common doesn't work, but
Yeah.
Josh never said anything, so I'll take it as a no.
I
You didn't say
mean,
you were trying.
yeah.
Yeah.
I try.
Alright. Yeah, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
I feel like vampire is just common, but
Yeah.
but clashing your teeth more forcefully every time it comes relevant.
Common, but expensive.
I'm not gonna lie.
Fancy.
Part of me really wanted it to work.
That would've been
Yeah.
funny.
Really wanted it to work.
It would have been
funny.
interesting.
Well, at the very least, I can give Orcish and fucking Thieves' Cant a shot.
Thieves' Cant is not a language, it's integrated.
Yeah.
Into common speak. You need to have a language in common to make it work.
Yeah.
Which, so for you, Orcish and
Common.
Which neither
Doesn't-
she recognizes.
she has like the appearance of a tiefling, right?
Of a very, very pale tiefling.
Oh, someone else for the pale crew.
Yeah, her skin is like sheet white.
Oh, gang! Look at us go.
She's even more pale than either of us. And that's saying something. We both pale as fuck.
Yeah, the only thing that resembles a tiefling are her horns.
Mm-hmm. I mean, maybe she understands Infernal, but I don't know it.
I think we're just stuck waiting on Edward when he comes back.
Edward.
I didn't realize that I'd gone
Or
anywhere.
Jesus Christ, I mean Freeland. I'm sorry, it's you're so intertwined now.
What?
Because boyfriends.
The problem is
What?
I'm not sure if this is Tori or Briar.
This is Tori, obviously.
I know.
Just being a troll. ¿Por qué no los dos?
Yeah, I guess. And the one that might speak Infernal would be K2, maybe? Don't know.
I have no idea.
I guess just sit and wait for them to come back, unless, they conveniently come back right now.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm
or
not
at
super
least I
worried
will.
about anything happening to Zorsha since the animosity's here. I am gonna leave to go look for my parents.
As you
Because I was told they were dead.
as you attempt to move away from the animosity, she reaches out and grabs your arm. And just kind of holds on to you for a second, and then holds up a finger.
like a weight finger?
The number 1. She's not saying the weight. The letter 1. The number Q.
Did you just flip her off?
We're sponsored by Dyslexia Street.
Yeah, none of us can fucking speak,
Yeah.
bro.
5, my favorite smell.
I
She
can.
she reaches into
Color.
one of the pockets in her clothing, and you see she pulls out a deck. What look to be cards.
I'd hope so.
She quickly shuffles it.
No, she pulls out a full miniaturized porch.
No, it's a deck of Pogs.
She wants to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Gwent.
She takes the top card and just hands it to you.
Oh man, I don't have a good track record with decks of cards, man.
Honestly, my first thought was like, it's a deck of many things to
Bro,
fresh
why
face.
you gotta
Nah, it's a deck of illusions, because funny.
If it was a deck of many things, it would have applied to animosity because she drew the card.
Don't put that
Yeah.
evil on me, Ricky Bobby. God damn it. Alright, fine, I take the goddamn card. Oh,
All right. Yeah,
And
she
I
hands it to you
die.
face down. So
now of course she does, because why would you hand it to someone face up? Why ruin the surprise?
Exactly.
Because then she can't put any of her monsters in defense mode.
Damn it, Esther.
Anyways.
Alright, I take it, and I don't want to, but I flip it over.
all right. She has handed you a tarot card
Uh-huh.
of the lovers.
Oh, okay. Man, this could have gone poorly, so that's...
Yeah, it's gone poorly. It could have been the tower.
It's a bit on the nose.
Well, I don't exactly think animosity is one for subtlety.
I sort of just, like...
She also
Take
didn't
it.
look at it. She just handed it to her.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not supposed to look at the tarot cards.
Exactly.
I mean, at least I think Resident Witch can confirm.
I'm sorry, what is Resident Witch confirming?
No, look at tarot cards before draw and give.
Zach.
Okay, thank.
I just, like, flip the card back around at her and sort of, like, quirk an eyebrow in question, as speaking won't get us anywhere.
She just takes it from you and puts it back in the deck and shuffles it.
Can't say I've ever seen a deck of cards like that. No, I have so many questions, but I can't ask them until Reeland's here. God damn it.
If I try and step away now, does she still stop me, or am I now free to go after drawing my card?
She does not stop you.
Okay. I do stop and like turn around though after I take like a step, and I'm like, you don't understand me. But don't let anything happen to her while I'm gone. And I point at the door. And then I head to leave, and I let Edward know, and Atramir be like, I'll be back. I have to go look for my parents.
Okay.
Alright, good luck.
Alright. So Edward, as you're sitting with her, she looks at you and just kind of looks down at the deck of tarot cards and just slides it in front of her.
This is where Edward gets the death card, because this is the most on-the-nose tarot deck ever.
Yeah. No, on the nose for Edward is the tower.
Yeah, death is actually more of a death of a situation and a rebirth into a new one.
Oh, I know.
Which I guess that's also apt, but it's a much more positive association than the tower.
Yeah.
There's only a few cards I know, and it's mostly the ones that are like, oh, that's bad.
Yeah.
I do the tower. What does that mean? Oh, fuck. Yeah, he just kind of like almost like a dog, just slightly tilts his head, looking at the deck, then at her. Expression very visibly confused.
I like how because Reeland's not here, we have to resort to like fucking.
Hey man,
we have to play fucking charades.
Hey man, charades is funny.
She holds up one finger.
This time it's the middle finger, no?
Go fuck yourself.
I know who you're related to, bitch. Stab. I guess slowly like reach for it and stop if she like looks at me like, what the fuck are you doing?
She smacks your hand.
Yeah. Shrugs. Yeah, shrugs. Slowly nods. Still very confused.
She picks up the deck and shuffles it, and then puts a card face down in front of you. Again,
slowly reach for it.
She doesn't stop you this time.
Okay. Yeah. I guess pull, look at it.
All right. You are faced with the Judgment card.
Edward having no concept for anything relating to fortune telling. His face very visibly going through multiple, like he's trying to understand and very obviously failing. Does it explicitly have judgment written on the card, or is it just the
image? It does. Yeah, it has the writing on there.
Okay. That makes a lot of sense, actually.
For
First.
those who may watch who don't know, or those here that don't know, the judgment card, when in the upright position, as I'm guessing this is self-evaluation, awakening, renewal, purpose, reflection, and reckoning.
Reckoning.
It goes in hand, kind of with the death card, for it reminds everyone that everything comes to an end and a new beginning starts.
Just after he's had like a good 30 seconds to process and try to understand what this means, he does look at Animosity, which I assume her facial expression has not changed.
She doesn't know what you've drawn.
Yeah, he just slowly turns it around to face her. Again, still confused. Like, he's slow, he thinks he understands, but very clearly does not.
Her face kind of lights up, and she gives you a nod and takes the card and shuffles it into the deck.
Okay.
That was interesting.
Wish I had a better mode of communication, but that's fine. Raylan should be back shortly.
I mean, have you tried text? Many languages do have common script.
Ooh, that's awkward. No.
Yeah. There's just
Man, freaking Briar and Edward are so smart, and yet it's Adramir who comes in did you try writing it down?
Oh, no. See, the problem is they're thinking of complex solutions, and you need Adramir or someone who's not so high concept to be like, dude, have you tried this simple fucking thing? I've done that before. Where I'm trying to think of high concept, and someone comes in like, dude, it's this easy. And I'm like, I'm dumb.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm
that
smart,
sounds
dumb.
like a simple solution, but the amount of times I've stared at Spanish and had no idea what the fuck I was reading, still the same.
Yeah, but
Oh,
English
yeah.
to Spanish doesn't quite, because I speak French, and Spanish was very I could read Spanish and be like, oh, I can kind of get the gist of this.
Well,
That's
it's
not the
it's
point
also-
I'm making.
No, that's fair.
The point I'm
It's-
making is that they use the same script. Just because they use the same script doesn't mean that you can, figure out what it means.
Oh, he
Look.
said script. Okay, yeah, then that obviously is not
Yeah.
gonna.
Yeah. Maybe?
Yeah, I mean, it's worth a shot.
At first Edward goes to put the book in front of her to see if she can understand that, and then as he's doing it realizes she can't read it because only Edward can. He's like, oh wait, no, that doesn't work.
Opens a blank book, shows it.
But yeah, it's not necessarily that it's blank. It just looks like basically with fresh ink. If you smear your hand across it, it just smears the ink all over. It's basically what it looks like.
I just assumed your book looks blank to anybody except you.
No, it's just incomprehensible. I've actually been reading the Necronomicon the whole time. Joke's on you guys. I am the BBG. No, I did that last game. I don't need to do that this game too. I mean, it's worth a shot, I guess, but I feel like if she doesn't understand the spoken word, she won't necessarily understand the written word, if only because, at least in young child development, obviously you know this, seeing as how you have a child, they speak before they can write.
That is fair. But it's always worth a shot. I know when I was growing up, I would pass notes between my friends, when we didn't want, the other ones to find out that we're talking shit about each other.
I guess that's fair. Yeah, I guess I'll just scratch out on technically 3 scripts because Elvin and Sylvan use the same one. Just with what I have, just what does that card mean? Slide it over to her to see if she seems to get any comprehension or if she just looks at it blankly.
Make an insight check.
Okay. Insight check. Oh boy. Yeah.
She's just staring at it. Just nothing's making sense from what you can tell.
No.
Yeah, worth a shot.
I mean, if she probably understands the written celestial word. If that has a written form, I actually don't know. I've never seen it.
You're asking a guy who speaks Orcish. I don't fucking know.
It's more of an idle question out, not...
Oh, rhetorical question.
No. Not really looking for an actual answer. I mean, obviously Relan would know, seeing as how he speaks the language. Well, I guess you could speak the language without necessarily knowing how to write in it.
That is true.
I don't know.
For the record, Relan is fluent in the script of all the languages that he speaks.
Well,
He's a nerd.
Well, above game, I know that. However, in game, Edward doesn't necessarily.
Yeah. We get it, you're a nerd.
Yeah.
Everybody look at the nerd!
Looks to Edward.
Alright, fuck you. Yeah, I guess at that point, just hold on to that question until Relan gets back.
Okay. She slides the deck over slightly in front of Atramir.
I guess I'll take a card. You know,
Don't touch it.
takes a card.
No. She slaps your hand.
Yeah. I just told you not to touch it.
Okay, I'm sorry.
She shuffles it,
Mhm.
takes the top one, puts it in front of you face down.
The fool.
Flips it over.
The fool card. Hey, fuck you.
You flip it over.
You get pestilence. Hey, that's not a card.
Yeah, that's not one.
I know it's not.
In front of you is the Hermit card, but it's upside down.
Ah.
Greta.
Run.
I know. It's just it makes the most sense for the witch for Spooky Witch to say it.
Translate.
Greta, translate Spooky for me. Thank you.
Working on spooky. Give me a second.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
So actually, I was just looking at my desk. I'm like, I wonder where my tarot cards are, because I've got a little book that has all the meanings with them too.
The Hermit upright, which I'm guessing this is.
It was specifically upside down.
Was it?
Yeah.
Upright? Not upright, sorry.
Inverted.
Inverted.
I think that's the term. I don't know.
This is fun to get from somebody who can't explain what the fuck this means.
Yeah,
or who can't,
it's great.
or who can, but we don't have the
Hermit
context.
reversed.
Yeah, that's what it
Key
is.
meanings are loneliness, paranoia, isolation, being reclusive, withdrawn, antisocial, restrictive, paralyzed by fear.
Oh.
Ooh, paralyzed. Ooh.
Ooh. Yikes.
The Hermit reversed is telling you it's time to come back to the world and the people around you. Take time for soul searching and self-reflection.
Interesting. he'll make a note of the card, show animosity. And it's flipped over so everybody can see it.
Yeah, she has kind of a surprised look on her face, and then she just quickly takes it from you and shuffles it back into the deck.
All right.
Is it a surprise like I didn't expect that, or a surprise like oh no, that's bad?
Like almost like she didn't expect it.
Okay. Yeah, I guess you were also free because I have an insight of 9, so I don't fucking know. I don't know how to read this woman. I don't know how to read Zorsha. They're apparently.
I don't know how to read.
I know how to read books. I don't know how to read people.
Nah, even my passive insight is only slightly better than yours.
Yeah. I also rolled a 4. I have a decent insight modifier. It's just all proficiency because I have no actual innate wisdom.
Is it clear that this is sort of something that animosity to a degree gets a kick out of? The whole tarot deck?
I mean, she doesn't seem to be showing any enjoyment.
Just seems more like a hey, you never know. Like she's just trying to find something to do while we're waiting.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess while Atchmere and I are pondering over our tarot cards,
Yep. Sort of just sitting down, fiddling with the wedding ring.
It'd be about this time that the others come back. Raylan with your medical supplies as well.
next.
Excellent. Sorry, I forgot to mention that at the time. So while you guys were chatting, I made sure to mention to Josh that I was in fact going to do that for you.
Cool. How many?
3.
One
Nice.
medical supplies, please.
Yeah, one whole band-aid.
One band-aid, yep.
Use it well.
Josh, I also wanted to pick up some stuff on the way back, if that was alright.
Yeah. You guys would have had time for shopping, so.
Yeah. One whole tongue depressor.
Hmm. Oh, anyway. Been trying to have a conversation with Animosity, but she doesn't understand us.
Oh.
It's possible. Just gesturing with his head to her horns. She might understand Infernal as well, but I don't speak it, so.
Well, unfortunately, that particular language does fall outside of my base of knowledge. But at least I have one language I can speak to her in.
She's also been passing out these cards to us. They have inscriptions, they have names, but I don't know what they mean.
Well, I can certainly find out for you.
And I'd appreciate that, yeah. She seems happy at mine. Not so happy. Well, maybe not happy is not the word. Surprised for Atchmere.
Well, I suppose there's nothing to do but find out what they mean.
Nothing but time, for now at least.
She speaks up as you guys are having this conversation, and in Celestial, she says, "He's asking about the cards, isn't he?"
Yes, he is.
Cards?
He will
Sorry, that
come
was
to
first
know in
interesting.
time
Doing things.
what his means. I
She says
cannot explain it.
She says that she can't explain it in fine detail, but you will come to know what the card means in time.
That's kind of what I expected.
But okay.
That's okay. Based on what it was, what its name was, I think I might have an impression, but we'll see.
Guess that this time I just I'd look at animosity, and then I just ask her like, "Are you in need of anything?"
Guaja juice.
Juice?
Guaja juice.
Where can I find it?
I don't know. Exotic tradesman. Maybe.
I see. I will do my best. Can you write that down for me?
I will try. And she just goes back and looks at the cards.
So, meaning cards.
Have any of you ever heard of a Guaja juice?
Guaja juice.
Edward writes something down, looking very confused. Hands it to Raylan.
I look at it.
It says guaja juice.
Ah, yes, this. Do you know what this is?
Would I have any reason to know what that is?
No. Sounds exotic.
No idea.
She was asking for it. She said I could maybe get it from an exotic trader, but I wouldn't know where to find one here, or if there would be one here.
Hey. Edward just kind of slowly looks back to animosity.
Just seems to be looking over the top of the deck of cards.
I look at the piece of paper Edward gave me, and then I look back at animosity. And I ask her, will you draw a card for me? I'm interested.
She points at the seat next to Edward.
I sit.
She looks at you for a while, shuffling the deck. And then she pauses and sets it down in front of her. And she takes the top card and sets it on the table face down in front of you.
Okay. Is this, do I pick this up? Is this the part where I pick it up?
Yes.
Okay, I pick it up.
Alright.
I mean, you did better than Atchmere and I. We tried to grab for the deck and just smacked our hands.
Oh.
Fair.
Yes, you shouldn't take things that don't belong to you.
I didn't know what I was supposed to do. We don't really have a way to communicate.
Well, you do now. It's fine.
You look at the card, and you've been given the Hierophant.
A what?
The Hierophant.
The Hierophant?
Some people call it like the High Priest.
The High Priest, yeah.
Yeah.
Ah!
As opposed to
Sorry,
the
I was just
priesthood.
like, what the fuck are you talking
Yeah.
about?
Yeah, just Hierophant is the older word for it.
I prefer Hierophant. It sounds fancy.
I've never heard it before. That's why I was just like, what? Is
Yeah, Hierophant, high priest.
it upright?
It is upright.
Upright, it is tradition. Social groups conveniently. Conventionally, sorry. Conformity, education, knowledge, belief.
That sounds about right. Well, I don't know what this means, but it's interesting, to say the least. I say, and I give her the card back.
Rava definitely had, like, looked, like, over her shoulder, like, ooh, what's that? Very intrigued.
She takes it and shuffles it into the deck.
Where is Briar?
She went to go try to find her parents.
By herself?
Yeah. That probably wasn't a smart idea in hindsight.
Well, so yes, that doesn't seem like the best idea. We should maybe give chase.
Yeah, probably.
Did you see what direction she headed in, or did she say where specifically she was going?
No, not specifically.
Well, do we have anything of hers? We could maybe see if Fanny could track her. We could maybe catch up to her that way, otherwise we would just kind of have to wander the city.
I mean, I don't specifically have anything of hers. Briar tends to keep, her stuff to herself.
Briar left behind the portion of Zorsha's armor that she was carrying around, right?
She
Yeah,
did,
but
but we don't know that. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if if we were in the same room, if it was out invisible, that sort of thing.
No.
Okay, then never mind that. Does anyone have any ideas?
Animosity shuffles the deck, takes a card off the top, and sets it in front of Rava.
Me? Ooh. Pull.
You look at it, and you find the Fool.
I like the Fool.
Yeah, it takes you back to the start of the level. It's great.
Innocence, new beginnings, free spirit.
That makes sense.
She has like a little finger tap and she's just like, I don't understand, but it's pretty. And then like, hands it to, I wanted to say Briar, and then Atramir, and none of those are the right names.
Animosity. I mean, Atramir is closer. You're at least starting with the right letter.
Yeah, and Briar was just more of word association than anything. And, oh, God. Okay.
Look, we're professionals.
We're idiots with swords, and you know it.
Wait. There's nothing saying those two don't have a confluence.
You're not wrong.
Gosh, shut up, Crypto.
That's actually a good point, Joe.
So, are we just going to wait then and hope she comes back, or should we send some people to find her? What's the
No,
plan?
should go. I don't specifically know where she would be. Considering I imagine her parents will just try to leave the city. But maybe she directed them towards Raverin, so heading out the north side, maybe.
Maybe.
And it's worth a shot.
It's the only thing I can really think of offhand.
Well, we'll start with that, and if that doesn't work, we'll work our way back down.
Yeah. I guess best case scenario, we never find her, she finds what she's looking for, she meets us back up here. So I guess, unless in the meantime Animosity puts one in front of K2, we start getting up.
Alright. Hey, you guys, you get up. Before we do that, Briar.
Yeah.
You leave the tavern.
Yeah.
Where do you head to?
I'm going to go to my parents' shop because they should have gotten it back after all the church shenanigans went down, because that's what we talked about with the king.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go there.
You go to the shop. It's currently open. You head inside, and you see somebody there that you recognize. You see one of your parents' friends from church has kind of started running the place. She sees you and goes, "Oh, hi, Agnes." Almost didn't
Hi.
recognize you. What can I help you with?
Why are they just not here? Where are my parents?
Well, your parents went on a little trip. They asked me to watch the shop for them.
Where did they go?
Well, they said they were gonna go up to Raverin. And maybe go north from there. They weren't very specific.
Was everything okay?
Oh yeah, they were in a very good mood.
How have things been here?
Well, I'm not quite the salesman that your parents were.
I don't mean the shop, I mean the city in general, since, everything happened. How's it been?
Oh, it's been fine. It's gotten quiet, but it's been kind of a nice hoot.
You're such a fuck. So no problems, no.
Oh, no problems on my end.
I mean, with everybody, with the change,
Oh, I mean, a lot of people from the church kind of up and left. But, Yeah, I guess that's just part of change.
So nothing was going on. They just one day up and decided to go on a trip.
As far as I know.
They didn't tell you anything else.
No, they just said that they wanted to go out for a nice vacation, take a trip, and go north.
How long ago was this?
It was probably like,
Nice trip too.
well, it's probably been about a month.
He's burying up the accent. I can't place it. I can't tell if it's Minnesota.
It's not even how we say the word out, alright?
It's not Canadian.
Yeah, it's very much just Minnesotan.
They're the same thing.
Yeah.
What do you mean? They're the same thing.
No, you're a hoser.
Oh, Jesus Christ, get out of here.
Good God.
Sorry, I don't know if you answered, but how long ago was this?
What was about? It was about a month. I think it was shortly after the last time you were here.
Yeah. They just... What? Who just
Yeah,
goes
that sounds about right.
Who vacations in Raverin?
Oh, they said they were going north. I figured they would have stopped through there.
Vacations in... What? Where they go? Gillimore? Like, what?
Northshire?
Northshire? Not exactly freaking hot destination spots we're talking here.
Well, maybe they went that way and went to Katie. I hear there's a nice resort there.
It's not that nice.
Oh, that's disappointing. I'll have to pass the word on.
Okay. Thanks.
Yeah, sure, you betcha.
Don't let this place, fall to ruin while they're away.
Oh, I'm handling it just fine, thank you. Did you know that the floorboards creak at night?
Yeah, they've always done that.
Yeah, it kind of startled me the first few nights.
Feel free to get that checked out, I guess.
Oh, it's fine now.
They just stopped?
Oh no, they keep going.
Oh, you're just used to it?
Yeah, I'm not afraid anymore.
Wait, what do you mean they keep... Wait, it happens every night?
No, certainly not.
Okay.
Well, it was nice seeing you. Yeah, if you run into your parents out in the road, just tell them I say hi.
Sure thing. I leave.
Okay.
I don't like her. It's... She's weird.
She is.
I guess before heading back to the fly. Was the fly or the flea? Fuck.
The fly.
Fly. She's gonna just do a quick stop at what is now the guild hall just to like see it. Sort of like change the memory, I guess.
Yeah. You see a building that's coming along nicely in its construction.
That is not church-like.
Correct.
Nice. Sort of just stand there and take it in for a little bit.
Hey?
Goodbye.
As Nestor
Nestor.
dies.
Nestor,
I think
Nestor.
his computer probably... No! I think his computer might have crashed. Because he's completely
Probably.
offline.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Well, Nestor actually died then. Rip.
As you're standing there,
Mm-hmm.
somebody walks up next to you and stares at the building with you. It's a nice change of pace, isn't it?
Who the fuck is this?
Well, they're wearing a hood. And as they turn to you, you see a familiar face, although not incredibly familiar, as Azalea, the court mage, is standing next to you.
Oh, hey! I just sort of give her a look like, shouldn't you be in that locked down castle?
Why?
Because it's a castle on lockdown. I feel like the court wizard is sort of important.
Well, the castle's not on lockdown, it's just not open to the public.
Kind of locked down.
And a lockdown would mean I'd have to stay there.
Did you just like to roam around in your hooded robe from time to time?
Well, I don't like the sun, so yes.
Okay, that's fair. How you been?
Better than ever.
Okay.
How about you? Been a while since you've been here.
Yeah, been better, I guess, but not bad.
You smell of Corbin.
That's weird. Should really ask before you smell people, but
Bad habits.
how do you know? How do you know him?
Don't ask questions you don't want the answer to. Now you're getting it.
Ugh. Why'd you have to say anything at all? That's like, oh, come on. It was hard enough to avoid it all there. Why would you? God.
It certainly was hard.
Okay. That's...
Yikes.
You're just okay. Well, I understand where he found his appeal in you. Okay. Moving on from this. No, let's move on from this topic. Now you don't. You know what? You don't need to get the last word. It's fine. What happened here? Why is the castle, shut down to the public? Why was there a public execution scheduled today? And why does there not seem to be much care about a bunch of cultists running around?
See, you call them cultists. I see them as tourist opportunities.
Tourist opportunities?
What? Execution Day was a big hit with the people. People from all around were traveling here.
Before or after 8 of those tourist opportunities, you know?
Both, actually. Especially after word got out that one of them quite literally changed shape in front of everybody. A sight to behold, I'm sure.
I can only imagine.
Mm-hmm.
So, castle being close to the public is related? Unrelated?
Unrelated. This is the king's birthday week. He always wants it close.
We all came in here thinking something so sinister was going on. And this dude just wants to, like, get drunk and have orgies and not be bothered by the rabble.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Well, considering every other time that there's been a dramatic event happening, it's because there's a dramatic event happening.
Yeah, that's fair.
Doesn't sound like a very fun orgy if the doors are locked.
That's why I'm out today. I needed to buy him a birthday gift.
I assume you're able to take yourself wherever you want to go.
Why would I not be able to?
I mean, around the continent. In like a blink.
Do you think I can teleport?
I mean, can you?
No.
Oh. Really?
Why would I need to teleport?
I don't know, just...
Comfort traveling is so much more satisfying.
I mean, I guess, but what happens when you need something? It's just you gotta wait, or you gotta go get it, or have someone else go get it for you. I mean, I know the delivery service goes everywhere, but...
I'm very patient. Plus, there are people in the court that can teleport.
Oh, well, I was gonna say, if you wanted a nice birthday present, something that's maybe a little bit new and different, since I'm guessing you've probably gotten him a lot of birthday presents here in Brand before, Serenity's got a really nice place. They make artisanal soap.
Where is this place?
In Serenia?
Yes, but there are many sects of Serenia.
Oh, yeah. You know, something's always going on when we're there, and I never quite remember. It's run by a family. His name is Charles. He runs the place. Yeah, I'm not good with... Hang on. It goes into her bag and is like, where is it? Pulls in her map of Serenia and she's like, there. Points out where it would be.
That would be Kellen Falls.
Yeah, that's the one. You know, I'm just not... It's the names. Not good with the names.
Artisanal soaps.
Yeah, and a lot of other things too. But the soaps are nice.
He has been needing a bath recently. Maybe that
don't-
will actually help.
I don't. What? I don't think I need to know about the king's bathing habits. That's just sort of ruining the image I have of him in my mind.
She just stares at you kind of blankly.
What? Just like have, the way you think of someone pop into your mind every now and then, and now I'm just imagining the king is really stinky. And that sort of doesn't really have a lot of appeal for, a king.
You can need a bath without being stinky.
Yeah, no, I know that, but I just mean that that's now what comes to mind.
Maybe your mind should be less judgmental.
Fair. I mean, I'm not judging him. He can be stinky if he wants. He's the king. I'm saying, it's just where my mind goes.
Sounds judgmental.
I'm not judging him. I just said. Anyways, okay.
Maybe I'll journey to High Gulf. Been a while since I've gotten anything made of silver.
You remember Rava, right? Who was with us?
The
Blue?
one.
Yeah. She's
Yeah.
from there.
From High Gulf? I figured she'd be from Silverton.
Well, she's from Silverton, but it's like they're like it's like a one and the same kind of thing, they're close enough.
One is on the land, one is underwater.
You're just okay. Anyway, she has people there. But you probably have your own people there, so that's whatever. Quick question, since your tourist opportunities aren't exactly, say, my group and I don't see them quite the same way. Will it be a bad thing if, say, they, weren't around anymore?
She's just staring at you, pondering over your question. Are you threatening to commit murder in the city?
Oh, not in the city.
Then I don't care.
Alright. Good to know. Follow-up question. Do you think, since the king is in such a good mood as he is, it's his birthday and he's doing whatever the king does on his birthday, that maybe we would be allowed access?
I think you heard me wrong. It's his birthday week. His birthday is not for a couple of days.
That's what I mean, okay, that's what I meant. I meant that it's his birthday week. Apologies, Mr. Word. But, maybe he's feeling generous or just not caring as much, and my group and I could have access to the Underdark, under the city.
What does the Underdark have to do with the king's birthday?
Nothing. It has nothing to do with the king's birthday. I know that getting in there isn't always a walk in the park, and normally requires special access. So I was wondering if maybe, since he's probably in a pretty good mood, that would be easier to do this week.
Do you expect me to make you an agreement on the king's behalf?
I feel like he trusts you enough, so maybe. Unless you're saying he doesn't trust you that much.
I am a king's advisor. I am not the
Seemed-
king. I can give a recommendation. But so
That would-
far I find no reason for you to be there.
I mean, we have plenty of reasons to be there.
Then you can bring a proposal before the king.
With your recommendation?
I will also read the proposal.
I take it this is the best I'm going to get from you, huh?
I make no guarantees.
Is there something I could do to help persuade you in our favor?
Bring substantial evidence to why you need to be there for the king. And it will sway my opinion.
Okay.
Substantial evidence.
Okay. He just looks at her like,
Glad we're on the same.
I said yes. Like,
She was worried you didn't understand.
I got her. I know exactly what we bring. It's fine.
You have 2 days. He is seeing people on his birthday
Okay.
to receive gifts and meet with the public.
Should we also bring a gift?
I would recommend it.
Okay, just checking.
Not as a group, each.
Okay.
He gets very insulted by group gifts.
Okay, he doesn't like Groupons.
I don't recommend bringing weaponry. He has enough.
That's okay. That's fair. Anything else you don't recommend?
Bags filled with shit.
A bag? Okay, so no. This is an interesting range. No bags full of shit and no weapons. There's a lot of room around that. I think we can make that work.
No gag gifts.
Okay.
I guess that summarizes it. No weaponry and no pranks.
No weaponry, no pranks, no bags full of shit.
I would consider that a prank.
Well, that depends, I think, on who's giving the gift, but
Alright,
Sure.
alright, okay.
okay. Thanks for the advice, and I guess we'll see you in 2 days.
I'll be there.
What about you? Is there anything you want?
Why would you bring me a gift? It's not my birthday. Oh, you're trying to bribe me.
I'm just trying to be nice, but I've been told I'm a little too. People have used a lot of words. Anyways, I'm trying.
Trying to be nice or trying to be a kiss ass?
No, I know how to do that. That's easy. But nicer. I feel like I'm not a terrible person.
I doubt people have said that about you in the last 5 minutes.
That I'm a terrible person or that I'm not a terrible person?
Let me rephrase. I doubt anybody has called you a terrible person recently.
In the last 5 minutes? No.
I make no guarantees.
Anyways, alright, I'll just take this as a you don't want anything then.
If I do, I'll let you know.
Sounds good. Yep. Okay. Nice seeing you. Nice talking to you.
You as well. Stay out of trouble, otherwise I'll know about it.
Mm-hmm.
She just turns and walks away.
she like walks away, and Briar just sort of like drops down to like sit sort of like on her heels and just like has her head in her hand like, oh, that was so bad, Briar. What were you thinking? Stands up and
yeah, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, before she leaves, she's just gonna like give one last look at the building, but also sort of glare at it because fuck this place, no matter what shape it's now taking, and then she'll just like spit on the ground towards it, not at people, obviously. It's not like it's a hawk a loogie on a random stranger walking by.
My shoes!
They're like, it's like bloody spit.
Oh.
Even worse. And then yeah, she'll start to head back to the fly, keeping an eye out, I guess, for maybe a nice place to buy a present while she's strolling.
Sure. Yeah, you pass by a blacksmith, a jeweler's stand, a tailor, a leather weaver, leather worker rather, costume shop.
I don't want to, but a costume shop. It's like, he said don't get him she said don't get him gag gifts, but what if it's like, you know, not... No, terrible idea. Don't do that, Briar. But actually, she'll actually go back to the horticulture shop that her parents no longer run, I guess, but, you know, she'll go back there.
Okay.
But feel free to hop to the other group, I guess, while I try and figure out exactly what I want to get from there, because I kind of know, but not really.
Sure. As you go back, we'll take a short break here.
Okay.
Alright, so I'll send us on break, so we'll be back in a few minutes. And we are back.
All right. You guys at the tavern would still be having your conversation at this point. No, you guys would just be finishing up at this point that Briar's at. So, what are you guys doing after your conversation? You said you were getting up to leave, right?
Yeah.
K2 is staying at the tavern.
All right.
Okay.
I forgot. What are we getting
Briar's
to do?
Briar's
Sure.
a big girl. She can take care of herself.
So who's all going in search for Briar?
I was going to. Myself and the dog.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, just Reeland. Fenny stays behind. Yeah, Edward would go.
I'll go so he doesn't get shanked.
We're gonna stay here to help to make sure the peeps are good.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea to have at least have Atrimir because the two of us are squishy.
Yeah.
If you
At least I got my new weapons.
What was that, Krita?
I was gonna say if he didn't go, then I was gonna make him stay and
Yeah.
let go. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So, you guys going out looking for Briar. Where are you starting? You were told she's going to find her parents. You know that from hearing from Moon Lady. I can't fucking remember her name now. Aquar. That's it. It's Aquar. Hearing from Aquar. Yep. That's the one. That her parents had died in the Fields of the Dead.
Oh, right.
Not so far distance.
We were just there.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like we may not have fully thought this through.
Probably not.
Should we just go back inside?
Do we even... I've quickly realized that I don't think we know that much about Briar.
No, I don't really. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe we just go back inside.
I have a feeling that if she wants to be found, we can't exactly miss Briar when, she wants to make her presence known.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
We step
Turn
out.
around, walk back inside.
They're gone for all of 2 minutes, if that.
K2's just sitting there with the stuff he bought, like hadn't even started working on what he was gonna work on, and he just looks at it like, how'd it go?
I forgot something upstairs. I think I'm gonna go work on that. I should work on that. Briar will be fine. Just walk away.
And through, if you didn't know where to start.
Yeah.
So just go look for animosity.
I mean, I
there.
yeah, she's still at the table
He hasn't
with
moved.
K2.
You've
yeah.
been gone
We
for a
haven't
minute.
moved.
Yeah.
I was like,
It's
all
just-
right, I'll go to make sure you don't get stabbed, and then you quickly realized, where the fuck am I going?
Yeah, I don't know where the fuck to start. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go sit with animosity.
You sit with her, and she's still looking down at the back of the tarot cards, and she just like pauses. Looks up at you. You reek of failure.
Wow.
I didn't know where to start, and I figured it would be better to wait for her to return than it would be for me to go out and not find her and then have her come back, and then someone has to come and look for me. I didn't want to waste anybody's time.
She pulls a card without looking at it and flips it facing you. And the justice card upside down is shown to you.
Justice.
Oh no. Krista.
Hold on. Dishonesty and accountability and fairness.
Ooh.
What was that juice called again?
K2 doesn't even look at the card. He just says, "That doesn't look good."
Yeah.
just gazing from real sudden sucked in breath and I have someone else to be though.
Yeah, I'm gonna go see if I can't. I'm gonna go look for some juice, guys. I'm gonna be right back. Just kind of get up and walk outside.
She
I need to go
after you.
reevaluate.
Guaja juice, great hunter.
Yes, Guaja juice. Yes.
I feel like there's an acidic bite to the Great Hunter part.
Great.
Or the whole thing, but especially that.
So funny.
Love it.
I will be like the great hunters before me. Fails to
Hunting
find
juice.
party member.
It doesn't even start before he gives.
She looks proud of herself as she shuffles the card back into the deck.
I wonder if that was intentional or not. I don't know.
Well, you would have noticed she didn't look at the card. She just pulled it randomly.
I mean,
Sometimes you don't have to look.
yeah, Edward also doesn't know how this works, so for all he knows, she can have some weird mind ability to read the cards without actually seeing them.
Or every card has a different, distinct aroma placed on it.
Oh,
Yeah, or
beat me by 2 seconds, you dick.
yeah, or you know, each one has a different backing edge to it.
Nah, it's like when you're actually dealing with like magicians and like all the cards are marked on the back.
Yeah, exactly. Although I guess she didn't look at them, so it'd have to be some non-visual.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anyway, juice.
Juice.
Where are you starting?
I suppose I would move firstly to the market district and see if there were any shops that seemed to be carrying exotic fruits or the like. At the very least, ask around if anyone has heard of a guaja fruit or its subsequent juices.
Are any of the shops open? Due to the fact
It's
that
the
it's
middle
a
of the day,
holiday?
isn't it?
Yeah, it's the middle of the day.
I mean,
Would
Briar
be-
just went to her. I mean, not that I would know this, but Briar just
Yeah.
went to her parents' shop, and that was open.
Nah, I guess that's fair.
Execution day is done now. The execution's done.
I guess.
Yeah, you're going to the market
Yeah,
where
Well,
the
like-
execution was.
Execution afternoon.
I thought that was in the city center.
That's the market square, city center.
It's the same thing. Different people call it different thing.
I suppose I wouldn't go there. I assume if there was one shop open, there's got to be another place in town where there are other shops that are also open.
Sure.
Nope, national holiday.
Except for that one place, which conveniently just ran out of their last bit of guaja juice.
Conveniently.
So go ahead and make an investigation check.
You got it, sir.
Got it, dude.
Nice.
All right. Yeah, it doesn't take you very long to find out that nobody here has any fucking idea what you're talking about.
Alrighty.
The real question
I
is, did you just
suppose-
get left-handed saute panned?
Say, I suppose at that point, then, I would start to ask around for if anyone knows of any non-conventional shops in the area, maybe or non-conventional vendors, people who may be carrying wares from outside the city.
Ah, you seek external wares.
Yes, yes, I do.
What kind?
I usually wear
Specific-
clothes on my externals, but you know.
Specifically, I'm looking for a type of juice. It's called Guaja juice. I assume it comes from some kind of fruit, called a Guaja, or maybe it's some kind of vegetable. I am not entirely certain. All I know is I am looking for the juice of this.
Oh, different type of wares. Well, the only traders here that operate externally, legally, or illegally, I suppose. I don't really know. Go speak with the guys down at the dock, the scale people.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I can do that. That's fine. Yeah, no problem. Kind of dirty myself and I don't know. Take off my guild symbol, tighten my mask, and I'm like, all right, yeah, we got this. I can do this. That's fine. Now head for the docks.
All right. You head to the docks. There's a few dragonborn, couple lizard folk, a small spattering of kobolds. Who would you like to approach?
I think they call that an infestation.
A spattering.
I'll start with the lizard folk because I feel like they, at the very least, while being slightly more intimidating than the kobolds, will have more, I don't know,
Okay.
intelligence.
Yeah, there's you approach. There seems to be one kind of leading this conversation that they're having. As you approach, you see that the individual has a very heavily, let me rephrase that, has a very large gauntlet attached to their arm.
Ah. That's a nice gauntlet you have. Very interesting looking.
The individual glances over at you and then turns back and keeps talking.
I would just, I guess, take my coin purse and just give it a shake as to insinuate that I would like to do business.
One of the kobolds takes notice and walks over and just says, she probably won't talk to you. What can we
Okay.
help you with?
Yes, I am looking to purchase Guaja juice.
Guaja juice.
I believe that is what it is called. I look at my note from Edward.
What do you need guaja juice for?
A friend of mine asked me for it. I told them that I would bring it to them.
Your friend has good taste.
So do you have it?
How much do you pay for it?
I pay 5 gold for it.
Sorry, I don't have any.
Alright, I pay 10 gold for it.
Coffers just ran out.
I pay 20 gold for it.
Oh, look at that. We just had a shipment come in.
Excellent. I love good business.
She holds out one of her small hands.
May I see the juice?
When I secure payment, you secure juice.
Alright, fair enough. I give her the coins.
She takes it, pockets it, looks at one of the other kobolds, and just goes, Guaja! And they all just kind of scurry onto one of the ships. And they come out with a small glass of guasha juice. She just takes it, hands it to you. Guasha juice.
Does it come in a bottle?
It can.
I would prefer the bottle.
How much do you pay for the bottle?
I take two platinum out of my coin purse and I just rub them together. Like, will this on top of it work?
She holds out her hand.
Give them to her.
She looks back at the kobolds. Guaja! And a second later, they come out with another glass of guacha juice.
Why are you doing this to me?
Oh, we had established a price.
And I wanted the bottle.
How much do
give
you
you
pay
back-
for the bottle?
How about the total sum of the money I have given you already?
Yes, that paid for the 2 glasses.
Can I give you back the 2 glasses and be given the bottle instead?
Oh no, we're not buying guacha juice right now.
Okay.
Guys, we're great at talking to people.
What are you talking about? I'm fine. This kind of shit never happens to me.
Well,
Because you also have like real life charisma, Mike. All right, I am sitting here at like a -20 in real life, so it makes shit hard.
Clearly,
Yeah.
you haven't
I do.
seen me at a bar.
I don't think I want to.
I think it's safe to say that Mike gets shot down a lot.
Ow!
Ooh.
Damn, Nestor, shots
Shots
fired!
fired.
Holy
Shit!
my god! Everybody, put on your bulletproof vest. This
God
man's got an
damn,
Uzi,
man.
and he's
Just
fucking letting them
like a flock
fly.
of ducks in front of a
Fuck.
pumpkin.
Just go in for the kill, man.
Why, it's funnier to watch them squirm.
Okay. Alright, this is the last time I'm willing to try this. Because I only have so much money.
And so many hands to carry glasses.
Exactly.
You're asking for just a bottle at the same time, honey.
Yeah. Okay. Now, before I give you any more money, I want to establish clearly what it is I'm asking for in exchange for this money. Is that okay with
Okay.
you?
Yeah.
I am going to hand you a sum of money. After that, I would like to, in exchange, be given a bottle filled and stoppered. The filling of said bottle being the guaja juice. I would like the bottle to be full before it is stoppered.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yes.
Do we have an agreement?
Yes.
Okay. So, I'm going to give this creature 5 more platinum and 10 gold in the hopes
Okay.
that I will now receive the item that I have asked for.
Alright, she pockets it and says, okay, now how much are you exchanging for the bottle?
Rather than talk to each other in riddles, why don't you tell me what my deficit for said bottle would be at this point? That way we may conclude our business.
I don't understand. Is your question for me how much I would sell you to purchase the bottle?
My question is, what exactly did the money I just hand you buy for me? And how much more do I have to give you to get what I requested of you before I handed you said money?
Well, you said you were going to hand me money, and then you would like to exchange money for the bottle.
The
You
money
handed
was
me
for
the
said
money.
exchange.
Well, then you should have said that.
Listen, common is not my first language. I struggle with these things sometimes. Obviously, you have a better grasp of the language than I do. I am not looking to be held up here. I am trying to do honest business and just make a purchase for a friend. Could you be so kind as to tell me whether or not the 60 gold in total that I just gave you is enough to make the purchase of the item that I am requesting of you? And if it is not, you tell me how much more I would need to give you in order to get said item, please.
Okay. How much would you like to purchase a bottle for?
Josh, for the love of God. I would like it if the 60 gold I just gave you would be used as my half of the exchange I am making for the item that I have requested.
So you would like the 55 gold you just handed me to count for half of the purchase.
I would like it to account for the full purchase if that is still possible.
Well, that depends on how much you're willing to pay for a bottle.
This feels like talking into one of those voice jammer things that repeats your voice back to you like half a second later, so you just get fucked up on your words.
I actually have a headache right now.
I'm not gonna lie,
I'm
not
smart
been
enough
able
to know that
follow.
Josh is just being a dickhead. And that's all I understand.
You see, kind of approaching from the side, a dragonborn just walks up, gives a head nod, and this little kobold goes, "Ah, big Guaja!" And then they, the small kobolds run into the ship and bring out a bottle and hand them, and the dragonborn just drops 5 silver into their hand.
So yeah, the price he just paid, that's what I would like it to cost, please.
Oh, sorry, we're all sold out.
Big Guaja! And the kobolds go in, fetch a bottle, and bring it out to you. She holds her hand out.
And here's the question, are you gonna get the kobold price or the human price?
What I'm going to do is I'm going to, because I've got two glasses of overpriced juice in my hand, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to swallow one in one go. I'm going to do the same with the other. I'm going to put 5 silver in this little tiny lizard person's hand. I'm going to take the bottle, and I'm going to walk away and never think about this again.
You do so. As you make the exchange, she goes, Guaja! And then they all take out little glasses and drink it.
Guaja.
What's so great about this is I bet K2 has had this at some point, and he just has not said a thing. He's like, oh yeah, I know what Guaja juice is. Yeah, I can get it. Not gonna.
She takes the coins.
I mean, honestly, this route is better. At least then I don't have to go through the rigmarole of being like, please no, please no, please no. Okay.
Yeah, she takes the 55 gold, or the 5 gold and 5 platinum that you handed her earlier, and gives it back to you. She goes, "You're a good sport."
I appreciate you a great deal. Thank you.
I know. Oh, by the way, the guaja juice, fucking phenomenal. It's the best shit you've ever tasted in your life.
I know. I just drank it. It was amazing. Thank you so much. I will definitely be back for more.
That was Josh telling you, Joshua, that it tasted good.
Oh, great.
That's not the kobold telling you, yeah, that tasted good.
I don't know.
I thought I was conversing.
At this point, it seems like something that she would say.
That's true.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it?
Yeah, she just completely drops her accent and just speaks with like a mildly like East Coast accent all of a sudden.
So now, after recuperating my money and having drank the juice myself, I'm like, oh god, I kind of don't want to give this away, but I said I would, and then I go back.
After Reelan had left, K2, who's still sitting at the table, fiddling with his stuff, is just going to say to Animosity, in Infernal, so is there like any actual divination to those things, or are you just fucking with them?
She just stares at you blankly.
Ah, a tiefling that doesn't speak in Infernal? That's weird. I guess he said it was just the horns.
Yeah.
Alright. Well,
yeah, it was the theory that Edward had, which you've now presumably disproven. Though I don't know if Edward probably wouldn't know what Infernal sounds like, so just, what? Okay.
oh, I'll be like, oh, sorry. 1 second. And I'll, give myself celestial proficiency.
Forgot this dude's a fucking Swiss Army knife now. K2 is a walking Swiss Army knife.
And then I ask her that.
I asked the question again, so I have.
Yeah, I say, so is there any divination to this, or are you just fucking with it?
The cards understand more than I do. I do not see them before I pull them.
There's more than one way to know something than to see it. But it seems amusing. I'll take one if you're still offering.
Since when did K2 learn Celestial?
She smiles and shuffles the deck. And puts a card face down in front of you.
Alright. I'll take a look at it.
Alright, you flip over the death card, face up.
It's a card of explosive runes. Make a deck save.
Now that is interesting. I ask her, what does it mean?
Show it to me.
Oh, sorry. When I flipped it over, I would have just left it on the table. That
Oh,
was-
gotcha. Not just looking at it yourself. Okay.
Yeah.
There are those that theorize the card indicating death is the change of cycles, a metamorphosis of sorts, signaling change or beginning new. Beginning new.
New beginnings. Oh, that's food for thought. Well, thank you. I gave her back the card.
She takes it happily and shuffles it back into the deck.
So how do you know Zorsha?
She is my sister.
Like, biologically or spiritually?
Both.
Interesting.
Why are you so suddenly curious?
I'm always curious. These were just questions that I wanted to ask in private.
She looks confused, and then she realizes what you're saying.
So then, are you a part of the same group that she was a part of?
I was once.
Not anymore, I take it?
No, I left once they sold Zorsha to the, opportunistic thieves.
I see.
Now I use disguises to trick them.
What kind of disguises? Have we ever met before while you were disguised?
I doubt it.
Okay.
I can very easily disguise myself with seamless integration into their systems. I could pose as their advisors, their friends, their loved ones.
Interesting. How does that work?
It's a very special skill.
Okay. Poses their loved ones, huh?
If I wanted to.
So they're maybe their spouse, their parents, maybe their sister.
Potentially.
Can I inside check her, Josh,
Yeah.
to see if she's doing it now?
Yeah.
Does that succeed?
Yeah. She
Alright.
appears to be telling you full truth. She's not hiding anything.
Alright. So what's your plan then? You save Zorsha, and what's next?
I would like to just go back to my normal life. Separated from this group of madness. I am trying to find out how to make guaja juice myself.
I see. So you wish for a more simple experience.
I do.
Well, thank you for humoring me with my line of questioning.
I figured you all would have questions at one point or another.
I'll let you know if any of the others have anything for you.
They do, they just can't ask.
I look over at the others who are probably just staring.
Honestly, for the most part, after we sort of just lounging around, fiddling with his ring.
Edward, did you have anything else you wanted to ask her?
No.
Oh, okay.
Maybe later. I don't know.
Well, I'm gonna focus on this then. And I go back to my work.
She goes back to looking at the back of the tarot cards.
I didn't realize you knew Celestial K2.
I don't know Celestial. I know how to know Celestial.
Spell, I'm assuming.
Of my own design.
You have to teach me that. Be nice to have spells that aren't explicitly to kill things.
I was just kind of happily existing while all this. Does understand, and she just accepts her fate.
All right. Anything else you guys in the tavern would like to do?
No. I can't
Alright.
think of anything.
Nothing springs to mind.
All right. Then we will jump back to Briar.
Yeah.
So you're going back to the mom and pop shop, right?
Yes, I'm going back to my mom and pop shop.
All right. You go in and the same lady is still there. She looks at you and she goes, "Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so soon."
Yeah, I need some plants.
Okay, what kind of plants can I get for you?
And I will tell her them, but I don't want to say them because I found cool things and I want to keep it a secret. I'll tell you, but I'll send them to you.
Okay.
But I found just plants.
Okay.
They're nothing like out of this world. You know, they're not like magical plants or anything. They're just plants with fun little effects. So.
Okay.
Oh God. I closed my tab. You're gonna have to give me a thing.
Oh my God.
It's okay. The wonder of recently closed tabs. Alright, I found it. Ba-na-na-na. Do you want me to send it to you now or just like later?
Yeah, do it later.
Okay. And yeah, that's all I needed to do was to get these plants.
Kill.
And then I will head back.
Okay.
To the fly. I almost said flea again.
Easy enough. You all regroup at the flea.
The fly.
Yep. There I go doing
Nice.
it now. Yep.
Kid, cat, flea, fly.
That's hilarious.
Hey, friends, welcome to the flagon. Wait, what? The tavern's constantly getting rebranded. They paint the sign different every week.
It's just a different F word every week.
Well, yeah, most of the sign is an F. They just
Eh,
do the rest of the word like inside of the F.
nice. Yeah, I just show back up. It's like, oh, you guys are back.
Mhm.
Yes. uh, so the church is a lot different now.
Yeah,
They've- oh, yeah, okay. Good. Well,
I thank you for taking a look, but yeah, I stopped by on my way. Oh, by the way, we have an audience with the king in 2 days. It's his birthday, so you got to get him a gift.
I'm sorry, what?
excuse me.
I don't make the rules.
Why do we have an audience with the king?
To-
Why?
Get into the Underdark. We have to petition to get in.
Fantastic.
So, yes, no group presents, no joke presents. You cannot give him weapons or shit in a bag. Are the rules.
Wouldn't that be a joke present?
Depends on who's giving it to him.
No, yeah, I guess that could be a protest.
Yeah, for all we know, there could be a situation where a farmer decides fertilizer is a good gift.
Also, the castle is not closed for any bad reason. It's the king's birthday week. He's partying and doesn't want to be bothered by rabble, other than on his birthday when he sees people in order to accept gifts and, stuff like that.
Fair enough. I'm gonna bring animosity or juice.
I'd be hurt that I wasn't invited, but I haven't really been at my permanent address in a while.
Well, now you're kind of invited.
I'd be surprised if you had a permanent address knowing you.
He has a permanent address. It's a hotel. We were there.
I just assume at this point this man has multiple houses.
That would mean multiple permanent addresses.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's more of a business address than it is a residential, but I don't know if that makes a difference.
He lives there, though.
Yeah, the penthouse is mine.
Okay, yeah, true, fair.
Atramir,
Well, I don't know how you have it classified in your tax documents.
You assume he pays taxes.
Taxes. The high city of Lorik is a city-state. They don't pay taxes to anything.
Fair enough.
They've been around longer than the kingdom.
Fair, yeah.
Atramir, do you have a second? I wanted to talk to you about something.
Yeah, I got time. Go ahead. Or do you want away from prying eyes and ears?
Yeah, we'll just step outside.
Alright.
So, part of our petition to the king to get where we're, wanting to go, we need to provide proof of the reasoning for why we're going down there. And the reason we're going down there is to go after the cult. And the proof is, well, your wife. But she's your wife. I'm not gonna force you to,
I get it. We're literally carting around evidence that also happens to be the body of my significant other. I get it.
It's compelling evidence. So
I feel like, given the circumstances, it is a compelling argument.
Your call. I just wanted to,
Look,
run it by you.
I'm all for tying up this one loose end. So let's do whatever we have to do. At least, knowing my wife, she would like to be useful in some capacity, and I imagine this would be fine with her. Knowing that it'll help facilitate some form of revenge.
That was my thought too. Sort of clap him on the shoulder like, it'll be alright, buddy.
It just brought back of his brain is like, I could have just brought Vesic. That would have also been a fucking compelling argument.
Your son's great and all, but I don't think the Fields of the Dead are the place for a child.
Fair. Even if that child is stabby.
Yeah, even if the child is stabby. Like, of all the children out there in the world, he's probably, like, the closest one that I'd ever think of that would be okay to take there, but even then, probably still
Yeah.
shouldn't.
Yep. I can already hear Shava from the Great Beyond telling me that would be a terrible idea and that she would kill me for it.
And we don't want your child to be an orphan, so let's not.
Great.
K2 only has so much space at his hotel.
The entire, like, top 5 floors just end up getting overrun with, like, children that we take in and just send over there.
Just a fucking...
Man, 5 floors for 3 kids? Holy shit.
Well, no,
Hey.
as we get, we'll collect more and just keep sending them
I
over
don't-
there.
I don't like that idea.
This
Not
summer on the
forcefully.
Disney Channel.
My God.
Oh my
There.
god.
The sweet life of...
You've forgotten the other children's name, haven't you?
I know it's close to Hansel and Gretel, but I can't remember what part of them is different.
Henry and Greta.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I remembered Greta. I couldn't remember. I wanted to say Hans.
Listen, there are many aspects of myself that I put into my characters, okay? Remembering names is definitely one of them.
Yeah.
I'm
Something
usually
like
bad at
that.
remembering names, but come on.
Listen, okay?
I should remember Henry too. He's carrying Vesik's first dagger.
I didn't write it. I don't care.
I wrote it. I'm just not looking at it right now. I do like how there was just a pause after my sentence, and Esther was like, "You forgot, didn't you?" Ew.
Yeah, because we've played games with you for how long now? We know.
Hush you. Ashmeyer and I'll go back inside.
Okay.
And that's how the taxes work in the high city of Florida.
They don't.
Fire's just like, wait, I missed the explanation? Fuck.
This is income tax. This is windfall tax. This is property tax.
Wait,
Yeah.
how do you make money off of this? This doesn't make any sense.
The government makes money off of us. And this is why we need to dismantle the currency system.
And money isn't real. We made it up.
Install the new currency system, Cade bucks. They are worth what I decide.
$8.
No, it's K-Coin.
Yeah, that's probably better.
I personally prefer the McDonald's cryptocurrency Grimace coin.
Jesus. Coming back into the tavern, is Animosity still just staring at her deck of cards, or does she like look up when we come back in?
That means she doesn't look up to look at you. That's what you're asking.
I mean, when they went outside,
was- Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, when they went outside, I would have taken that as my opportunity to give her her juice that she asked for.
Yeah, you set it in front of her and she just slides it to the other side of her and just leaves it there.
Yeah, fair enough. I did the thing that was asked of me.
Alright. What now?
Guess we gotta go shopping for our king's birthday.
Mm-hmm.
I know what I'm getting.
Just remember the rules. Someone,
Yeah.
oh, Rabba, someone's already getting him something, probably, maybe, that's like silver, but I highly doubt he'd be upset with 2 silver gifts, so that's just in case, if you were thinking that.
Well, literally, the only thing I got on me right now is just a chunk of raw silver, so, like...
Well, yeah, I was just, just letting you know, just, in case. If ever that maybe changes the direction of what you were thinking of getting him.
What the hell do you even get a king?
That's what I'm thinking. Enough. It's a minor inconvenience, but it impedes the path to further problems, which is fucking annoying.
There's only one other way I can think of to get us into the Underdark, and that way is A, illegal, B, expensive, and C, illegal, and trust me, you don't want to get caught sneaking in there when you're not supposed to.
Huh?
Did you say, huh?
Yeah, so many questions on hair, where, and why, and...
The kingdom's always just kept the entrance extremely monitored.
Hmm.
They want to know everything going in and anything coming out.
That's...
Then if the cult was using it, how did they get in and out? I guess unless they had approval.
They could have... Oh, that's the other thing. The kingdom views the cult as, and I quote, a tourist attraction?
What?
I hate everything about that.
Well, that's perfect. Our business then will just be to see the sights.
I'm not sure if that'll be enough, but... Look, we can cause problems in the Underdark. It's not in the city, technically, so we're fine. It's sort of, brand adjacent.
Do you think we need, like, the king's, like, written consent, or just to, the ability to prove that we're friends of the king is enough?
To what? To get in?
Yeah.
No, to get in, you need approval from the king.
Okay, it's like actual, like, approval, like written, these people
We have
can
to...
enter the caves.
Yeah, we have to go there, petition, provide reasoning for why we're going in there, and proof that makes our reasoning solid. And so I spoke with Atramir. That's what I was talking to him about. Just wanted to check with him first. But our reasoning is to go after killers, and we have the body to prove it. So... But again, if it doesn't work out, there is another option. It's just, like I said, we can't get caught, and it'll cost us a pretty penny to do it.
I mean, if we wanted to get the king gifts,
Why do I feel like you're about to make this a lot easier than we anticipate?
well, it's just like if we're supposed to get the king gifts, and it's like everybody who comes to see the king brings a gift, then we're gonna be scraping the bottom of the barrel in the city trying to get gifts here.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if we went to another location, where it is an international trade hub with multiple different cultures where all manner of different things can be purchased, that would be a better place to find gifts.
Mark, then.
I mean, said it's in 2 days.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So we can go there, wait a day, come back.
Mm-hmm.
Just an idea. We don't have to do it.
I mean, it's up to you guys. I have my gift. I know what I'm giving him, so.
I don't exactly fancy giving a gift to someone who doesn't see the current threat in front of him, but I'd rather not rot in a dungeon cell.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever.
Are you mainly just disgusted by the tourist attraction part of it?
With what we've seen of what the cult does? How are you not?
Oh, believe me, I am. I'm just internalizing it.
You have to remember that the church operated here for decades. Nothing ever really happened. No one stopped them. No one... They just... lived with it and moved on. It's a big kingdom. There's small problems.
I appreciate that you're trying to help.
It's not okay by any means. But I learned a long time ago that if you have a problem you need to solve, you pretty much need to solve it on your own. Unless it becomes the king's problem.
I can't take us all to Lorik until tomorrow anyways. Can only do it once a day.
Whenever you guys wanted to, you can still go look around Brand if ever there's something you can think of that maybe would be interesting. Feel free. Got the time to kill.
Animosity would speak up in Celestial and say, if there is Guaja juice, there are traders at the docks.
What makes you say that? Well, what does one thing have to do with the other?
You are seeking foreign gifts, are you not?
Oh, yes.
Guaja juice is Sarnathi. Which she has to say in common, so you all understand that she's saying Sarnath.
Huh. What's
There's
this
no
about Sarn?
celestial world for world word. Ugh.
I always love that in foreign languages when you get to like a proper noun.
Yeah.
It's just completely.
Yeah, names of places.
It's just
Yep.
like Sardathi.
Yeah. You know,
But
someone
you know
speaking.
some common.
Yeah. Well,
It's just the
yeah.
proper noun. It's like it doesn't
Yeah.
have another name.
Yeah. You know, like somebody railing out Spanish at like 2 words a second, and then just Detroit. Like what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I feel like there's definitely got to be like a draconic word for Sarnath, but I don't think Celestial.
It doesn't translate well.
No.
They have no.
So yes,
Two.
celestial is generally are typically like very almost choral in nature, whereas draconic is very much not. It's the difference between a church choir and a metal growl.
Hmm.
There's no clean way to transition between those.
Well, there you go. If you guys want to go down to the docks.
So, are the traders at the docks not allowed to do business outside of Sarnath? Is that what makes them traitors, or?
I think no trade. It's a D.
D.
Not
Like
traitors.
okay.
They're merchants.
It's the way that she speaks.
The accent.
I thought she said traitors, not traitors. and
I just
was
like to imagine
I
it was
very
at
confused.
I like to imagine Reelan actually was like, "Why are they traitors?" We're like, "No, Reelan, not traitors, traitors."
What's so funny about that is like that type of like miscommunication of words that like sound similar would never happen in a different language.
That's very true. Yeah, you're right.
I guess Joshua and Josh have to learn another foreign language so they can speak in Celestial.
Alright, Klingon, let's go.
And then Mike has to learn it, but only pretend he doesn't understand it most of the time,
You joke,
unless
but I
he
used to.
chooses to.
You joke, but I used to speak Klingon.
Can't do Klingon.
Anyway,
Latin.
yeah. So
What
that
about Simlish?
No, then Crystal will know it.
Okay, you're all off
shit.
track.
yeah.
Yeah.
That I would make mention of the foreign Sarnathi traders, businessmen, not treason committing people.
Yeah. Traders from Sarnath don't get to live very long.
Yep.
Happy birthday, King. We've brought you gifts from the neighboring country that aggressively surrounds yours.
That you have conflict with like once a century at least.
And is slowly building as we speak.
What? No. Fine, don't worry about it. It's fine. Shut up.
Shut up.
Yeah, but maybe they trade with other people and they'll have other stuff.
Yeah. I think that's the point.
Mm-hmm.
It's just foreign oddities from a different nation or nations. I mean, that's an idea, yeah. If we don't find anything satisfactory there, I guess we can go to Lorik. It's also an international trade hub.
Well, just let me know whatever you guys decide to go do. I'm gonna go get started on my stuff.
Okay.
And going to go into the room where Zorsha's sleeping.
Okay.
Because it can't
You
hurt to go
guys-
check.
Fuck it. Maybe I'll be pleasantly surprised.
Sure.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe those kobolds I talked to will give me a nice deal on something.
Sure.
I think they're gonna try and swindle you again. Is what's gonna happen.
No. They gave me my money back at the end. They were nice enough.
They gave you some of it back.
They're just rascals.
They gave you the amount back that you paid nothing for.
Yeah.
Or that you paid for nothing.
rascals.
Sure.
But yeah.
All right. As you guys make your decision to journey down to the docks for trade, that's where we'll end for the night.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so I will end the recording here. So thank you guys for watching, and we will catch you next week.
Bye-bye.